Oh boy, it is me, Casper here. Thank you for tuning back in to my channel, Daily Scoreboard. We will look at the commodities, gold and silver, and so on, Twitter recap, and I have some stocks for you guys. Some of them are from last week, but also hydrogen. I think you should note hydrogen in your book that you write in every time you go to bed. Hydrogen, I think, could be an amazing play, an amazing trade here. But we will look into one stock here at the end. But also I will make a video after this where I have 10, roughly 10 charts, more or less, only hydrogen. I think it's very compelling, what I'm seeing right now. And I think there are some good trades, some good investments, and definitely a sector that is hated. No one posts anything on Twitter, nothing on hydrogen. I think we have a little bit of a gem here that could be very good, very, very good, to be honest. But yeah, with that amazing intro, as always, let's look at the scoreboard, guys. Silver, gold. I know we have 1 hour left before we close. It is what it is. Silver up 1.5%. Actually, a really volatile day. That is what I want to say. But you can see here we have broken actually a short-term squeeze right there. That's a good beginning in my view. But we have a lot of stuff coming here. I think we have some Fed or FOMC stuff coming on here Wednesday. We have a lot of earnings. We have a lot of data points coming out. I think this week will be massive. But again, we are in here at also the $23 level is just a massive level. You can see it across the board there, how it interacts every time. But again, a good day. Gold also a good day, up 0.2%, 0.6%. Why did I say 0.2? Anyways, right now we're trying to climb back above that that green. Does it work today? Yes, it does. That green line there, but also the bull flag here. Getting above here in my book is just insanely bullish. If we can get above, let's call it 2040, maybe a bit above there. Beautiful. Gold to silver ratio. Look at it, guys. This is again very. I know it's early, but again, it's early, I know, but definitely the right direction. We want this ratio to go down. Beautiful, 1% down today. Okay, I'm very. Let's see. The month is young, but still, we're getting below that 88, which is the big one here, and then we will go for that big retest at roughly 86. Then we will see what happens there. That is the moment of truth, in my view, right there. Long-term golden trend line here. We will probably see a bounce at that point in time. Hopefully, we do, that is the route we want to see, really. But again, we will see within the next, into February, we will see what happens here. That's very exciting. Dixie, again, you can see all the wicks here. Wick, again, above that 103.6, which is the level that we have marked. That is very important. Again, we can maybe swing to the 4-hourly. Do we have any signs here? Not really. We might have some trend lines going there, but still, it just can't seem to get, for now at least, to get above that $103.6 level. That is very good. Also, do we have some stuff coming up there? Maybe some tiny stuff broken, but still a bit early. Still overall bullish, but again, it wants to pierce that level really soon here. Bitcoin actually doing mighty fine, up 2.5%. This looked insanely bad. I also called it, but again, it is definitely fighting for its life here. So I wouldn't say it could go either way, but definitely the momentum looking at that move down here is still stronger than the move up for now. But again, I still think it's a buying opportunity if we get down to roughly 32K. That hasn't changed at all, to be honest. Oil, again, here with a bit of a nasty daily candle. But again, we were coming into some resistance right here. Actually, a bit of a false breakout, depending on how you want to draw it. You can also draw it horizontally, roughly here. So again, oil, I think, could go into the low 80s. I think we have a 83 might be the highest we can go for this move up. Then we need some sort of pause and pullback. But anyways, I think oil it's definitely trending upwards on the daily, at least. That is for sure. Oil, good old oil. 1% here for the Dixie, the GDX. Nothing new, nothing major. 2.5% for SIL, all right, that's mighty fine. But again, until we break out from that formation, really, it's good. But again, we cannot celebrate anything. The spot price again, you can see here, roughly at 100. So we are seeing some sellers here again. That's a massive move. Again, we had some tiny pullbacks here. Will this be similar? I don't know. To be honest, definitely the move is strong. The trend is strong. But again, I would prefer to have, like a few months of consolidation here between 100 and 130. That would be the best. URNM, not to go into too much detail, up 1.3%, actually making a decent candle here at the retest of all-time highs and the green trend line there and the gap fill. Again, we're not out of the woods just yet. We need to break that blue bull flag here, getting above roughly 54, give or take. That's the main thing here. The US 10-year is actually playing with a breakdown here of that 4.1 level. So it really needs to hold. If we start to see candles like here, then that level is broken, and obviously that is resistance. Again, not a bit of a warning maybe for the rates to the downside. 3% for palladium. I'm really starting to like the PGMs, the platinum and palladium sector, both the SPPP, but also the physical, the miners. I think they are telling us something. You can also see here we will come down to generation mining up 40% today. So definitely, again, platinum up 2%. I'm really again, insanely early, but again, there is some comfort here. I think it's okay for now. Could obviously change rather quickly, but sometimes you just have that inner feeling that this could be something that is about to change for the next months, and we can finally break that pesky 1050 for platinum. Copper up 1%. Again, back above here. Copper looks more and more bullish, but again, until we get that $4 level, it's basically chop. PLG, overall, I like it here, down 1.5% today. We looked at it last week. Again, that blue squeeze there is what we're looking at. So if we can get above 1.23, roughly in that range, around that level, that's insanely bullish for PLG. SPP also, that's a mix of platinum and palladium. Sprott, physical platinum and palladium trust, also squeezing up heavily. We are at a massive green support here. And this just screams that it wants to break out here at some point in time in Q1, maybe into Q2. PGE, also look at it here, guys. Insanely strong setup right there. We are, in my view, breaking out as we speak. Well, not today, but this will 9 out of 10 times that's a breakout. Up 14% today. Generation mining up 40% now. My view, we're coming up to some massive resistance at roughly 0.4. And again, you shouldn't chase here. Never chase such a move here. That's just, in my view, that's not how I would do it. I would wait for maybe, retest or a bull flag, whatever, how you want to play it, but definitely don't chase here. You want to have some sort of technicals that you buy into. So the trend is up now. Go down to the 1 hourly, time your entry, depending on what happens there on the 1 hourly. Plug also really, really good here. This is the weekly. And I tried to align that the best I could. And I actually think I didn't cheat, but it's very difficult to align that one up there. But definitely it is somewhere in this vicinity. Green uptrend, massive horizontal support here at roughly 2.7. Also that golden trend line retest. I think plug here, if it goes bust or not, I still think the risk reward is insanely good here. It really is. It looks really good if you want to have some exposure to hydrogen. Obviously, don't go all in, but definitely from a long-term perspective, you can see here everything. There's no one bullish left here, more or less on plug here. Obviously, a stop below is always needed, but definitely bust or not, this has huge potential. We are at 4 right now, give or take, and this can easily go into roughly 11 or so, and even higher, depending on the big of the bounce. It won't have. You will obviously have to hold this position for like a year, but anyways, I like that. We kind of jumped from the daily scoreboard into the stocks here. It doesn't matter. We will quickly look at the Twitter recap. Then you can, if you don't want to look at that stuff, you can easily shut down this lovely video right now. But I have some good ones. Otherwise, I would not have picked it. JC Parrot here. Anyone think energy deserves a turn? And this is crude oil. You can see here. Also coming up nice. There's a huge support and resistance zone right here. Crude oil is definitely peaking above there. Not too shabby for crude oil. On the monthly closest basis, it has adjusted for the dividends. It looks even better and better. So this is basically the URA where you adjusted for dividends, and it has broken its previous 2021 highs. If you don't adjust it, it has not. It is just sitting straight below there. But again, I'm waiting for the unadjusted version to get above that previous high, and then I think that's the last little hurdle for uranium. When that is taken out, in my view, the entire basing is basically over. That is the last hurdle for URA, basically, in my view. 8 years worth of basing is over when that happens. Already now it has broken tons of major golden trend lines and has made a blow off to the downside, in 2020. So, I mean, uranium still looks fantastic. Trend spotter here, tech remains the undisputed king. Just look at the uptrend there from the global financial crisis lows. The trend channel is just banging here, just breaking out of that beautiful, more or less cup and handle play there, getting above the. I mean, tech looks insanely good. The ETFs, that is. We have the big names really crushing it. Patrick here. I ain't making this up. Commitment of traders close to breakout for gold. You can see here we're trying to break there. The commitment of traders. It's the COT is still used very much in gold and silver. And I also read somewhere that finally, is it the banks or is it I can't remember exactly, but some of the participants has gone short silver, and that is more or less always when the price takes off. So yeah, definitely worth noting there for Patrick. Again, he has some great views to look at stuff here again, things that I would never in my wildest imagination look into, and that's why I follow this guy. Highly appreciated. Grady again here, the U.UN. This is the spot physical uranium trust here again. Bit of a nasty monthly candle here. I know we're up 5% today, so maybe it won't be as nasty, but definitely we're coming into from a massive move up here into the highs of 2007 again. Usually when you have these huge rounding bottoms, you will have a pause. If that happens, that could also be where we see a pause in the uranium spot price, which wouldn't bother me at all, really. But yeah, that's the spot physical uranium trust is mighty, mighty strong. CCJ, this is where we are. This is the daily closing trend. One trend line really says it all here. So again, if we get down to here, basing on history for the past, 1 year, that's also where we bounce. At some point, it will not be that case, obviously, but Blake, from a pure trading point of view, Blake is definitely one to be having on your follow list here for Twitter. After a failed breakout in the small caps to the upside, at supply roughly 200, we may now be seeing a bear trap to the downside, inverse head and shoulders forming on the daily beneath support. Again, you can see it right there. Highs there. That's the zone. Breakout here, false breakout coming down. Now again, inverted head and shoulders. The only thing that I don't like is that the pit for the right shoulder is a bit higher than the neck than the left shoulder. But again, it doesn't invalidate that possible reversal right there. So that's just a personal taste. Silver AG First Majestic holds 4.55. It can form a double bottom with a positive divergence and a buy on the indicator. With a flip fractal with a target 35% from the current levels at a strong bet for only the brave. You can see it here, quite similar. And that's the move afterwards. So definitely again here, even though I think First Majestic is down, what is it, 5% today, at least last time I'd looked, not the best. Yeah, I can see it here. Also AG down here again, big today. For some reason, I have no idea. Okay, it says here that AGE was being done by a fund today, big volume. Okay, that might be the bottom. When that happens, you know, that's usually, it's not a bad sign, obviously. That is all I had for you guys today. So the theme today, look at hydrogen. Again, do your own due diligence. But again, I think there are some trades to be made, some longer term holds if you are okay with volatility, obviously. But yeah, that is all I have for you. And now I will make the video with hydrogen. Check it out. It will be out in like 2 hours or so, 1 hour, depending on how fast it goes. Guys, thank you so much for being on here. Have a great evening or midday, wherever you are in this lovely world. Guys, thank you. Bye.